Hi everyone, this is Nick from PlanetReport.net. Yesterday I made a video with some facts about Hurricane Irma, and at the end of the video I mentioned Hurricane Jose, Lee and then Maria, and just a little update about each one. Well, at the time Hurricane Maria was just expected to be a Category 1 hurricane. And all of a sudden it's intensified rapidly, so today there is now a warning that it could be a Category 5 hurricane, which is the highest intensity on the Saffir Simpson scale, which I also made a video about a few days earlier, which it tells you all about the different scales, and that's the way they measure a hurricane. It's all to do with the wind speed. But yeah, just today there's this the National Hurricane Center has issued a advisory, and it is let's have a look. Yeah, summary of watches and warnings in effect. A hurricane warning is in effect for Guadeloupe, Dominica, St. Kitts, Nevis and Montserrat, U.S. Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Culebra and Vix. Now, as you'll know, some of them places, such as the U.S. Virgin Islands and British Virgin Islands, have been devastated by Irma, so it's just horrendous to hear that they could be affected by this new Hurricane Maria. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Antigua and Barbuda, Saba and St. Eustatius, sorry if I got that wrong, St. Martin, Anguilla, St. Lucia, Martinique. A hurricane watch is in effect for Saba and St. Eustatius, again, St. Martin and St. Bartholomew, Anguilla, Isla Suana to Puerto Plata. Tropical storm watch is in effect for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, west of Puerto Plata to the northern Dominican Republic, Haiti border. Okay, so at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the eye of Hurricane Maria was located near latitude 15.3 north, longitude 61.1 west. Maria is moving towards the west-northwest near 9 miles per hour, and this general motion is expected to continue through Wednesday. On the forecast track, the core of Maria will move near Dominica and the adjacent Leeward Islands during the next few hours. Over the extreme northeastern Caribbean Sea the remainder of tonight and Tuesday night, and approach Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands Tuesday night and Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 160 miles per hour, that's 260 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts. Maria is a Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir Simpson hurricane wind scale. Some additional strengthening is possible tonight, but some fluctuations in intensity are likely during the next day or two. Hurricane force winds extend outwards up to 25 miles from the centre, and tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 125 miles. The estimated minimum central pressure based on Air Force Hurricane Hunter data is 925 millibars. And it says the hazards affecting the land. Wind. Hurricane conditions should be spreading across Dominica, Guadeloupe and Martinique during the next few hours, with tropical storm conditions already occurring over portions of the Leeward Islands. Hurricane conditions should spread through the remainder of the hurricane warning area tonight through Wednesday. Hurricane conditions are possible within the hurricane watch area Tuesday through Wednesday, with tropical storm conditions possible tonight. Tropical storm conditions are possible in the tropical storm watch area in St. Vincent and the Grenadines through tonight, and are possible in the tropical storm watch area in the Dominican Republic on Wednesday. Wind speeds top and on the windward side of hills and mountains are often up to 30% stronger than the near surface winds indicated in this advisory, and in some elevated locations could be even greater. Now, the next thing they're talking about is the storm surge. Well, that is another big problem when it comes to intense hurricanes. It says a dangerous storm surge accompanied by large and destructive waves will raise water levels by as much as 6 to 9 feet above normal tide levels. in the hurricane warning area near where the centre of Maria moves across the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands. The combination of a dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water is expected to reach the following heights above ground if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide: Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands 6 to 9 feet. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast near and to the north and east of the landfall location, where the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Surge-related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and the tidal cycle and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, and it says issued by your local National Weather Service. Rainfall: Maria is expected to produce the following rain accumulations through Thursday: 10 to 15 inches in the South Leeward Islands, US and British Virgin Islands 10 to 15 inches, Puerto Rico 12 to 18 inches, Northern Leeward Islands from Barbuda to Anguilla 4 to 8 inches, Windward Islands into Barbados 2 to 4 inches, and Eastern Dominican Republic 4 to 8 inches. And of course the ground will already be like completely waterlogged with the rains from the past storm last week. It'll still be a right mess. So that means the water will just run straight off. It won't go in the ground. Rainfall on all of these islands could cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides. Surf swells generated by Maria are affecting the Les Antilles. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. And that's the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. So it's just unbelievable that it can just go from a category 1 to a category 5. That is like, it's so worrying for the people who are living there, especially considering what they've been through recently. So hopefully, I think they're all going into shelters and stuff. I think there's an emergency on Puerto Rico according to the BBC. You'll see what it says. Bring it up now. Alright, it's actually headline news. It's got warning over catastrophic Maria. It's actually the main story. Dominica's going to be first in its path. It's the same track as Irma. Martinique's declared a maximum level alert, and Guadeloupe has ordered evacuations. And it could be category 3 on Tuesday for Puerto Rico, it says. But I don't know how up to date that is. Some of the islands are still recovering after being hit by Hurricane Irma. At least 37 dead on the islands and caused billions of dollars of damage. It says here the National Hurricane Center in America increased the strength of Maria in just a few hours on Monday from a Category 2 storm to a Category 4 and then to Category 5. That's all within a few hours. That's unbelievable. And then it says Dominica, all ports and airports are closed. Residents near the coast have been ordered to go to authorised shelters. Martinique, it's raised its alert status to violent, the highest level, and orders population to seek shelter. Guadeloupe, schools, businesses and government buildings have all closed and severe flooding expected. So, unfortunately, it's going to be another horrendous hurricane by the looks of it. And after it hits the Caribbean islands, I'm not sure as to what track it'll go from there. As far as I know, I think Jose, which is the one after Irma, I think it's still like heading northwards, I think, in the Atlantic. So anyone who's in that area, stay safe, and in the meantime, Thanks for listening. Goodbye.